Hey everybody, meteorologist Brad Panovich here with your Ski Southeast update. We're starting to see this kind of roller coaster of warm, cold, warm, cold. That's kind of typical for February, March, but it is difficult sometimes to plan a trip to the mountains on the weekend. So let's get right to the forecast because this is what I'm expecting. For West Virginia, Maryland, we're probably not going to see natural snow or any ideal snowmaking conditions till maybe later this week. There's marginal snowmaking probably for parts of West Virginia. Tuesday night, Wednesday, but it does warm up quite significantly the middle of the week. But there's a big front coming through on Thursday, which will bring some rain, yes, but on the backside there will be some northwest flow of snow, and then it should be cold enough for snowmaking operations Friday night, Saturday night, and possibly even Sunday night, depending on the location. So we'll keep an eye on that, but right now, I think that potential is going to be mainly on Friday morning behind that system. So let me show you that system. Here it is. We go through the week dry and warm, but look at the flow right out of the south. And this is not the flow you want to see. That's a warm flow of air. That's going to be pretty mild for Wednesday and even Thursday ahead of the system. But Thursday night, this front moves through, probably some strong storms. But then you see on the backside, Friday morning, this is why I have the natural snow, because there will be some cold air filtering back in. So a quick burst of natural snow on the backside of that front sets up the potential for a nice little area of snow. And then, cold enough for snowmaking Friday, Saturday, through Sunday in the most part. I think, even Sunday in North Carolina, we should be okay. But then next week, another one of these systems. We're getting into that time of year where every front has some warm air ahead of it, but then has cold air on the backside. It looks like we could see another one of these the middle of next week, but I don't want to get too far ahead of ourselves on that one yet. But there are some signs that maybe the ridging over the southeast could be a dominant factor here, and I'll show you why. We see a dip in the jet stream come over the Great Lakes, and this will be our Thursday, Friday system. That's a nice setup right there. But as we go into next week, the jet stream starts to flatten out a little bit. And while it's not a full-on southeast ridge, I'm watching this thing carefully. I don't want to see this build north anymore. If that starts building north, we're going to get into some really warm air. In fact, the southwest flow is starting to crank up, and all the cold air is building out west. So this is early next week. Hopefully this doesn't last very long, but you're starting to see the hints of the southeast ridge. So hopefully for President's Day weekend, this does not lock in. And that ridge over us starts to move out, and this trough starts to dig in. So this is the Wednesday before the big holiday weekend, President's Day weekend. It does not look good going into that weekend right now, at least early in the week. But what I'm hoping is that we get this trough in here, and we'll see another setup. So by the big weekend, we should be okay. But that's what I'm watching long term as we get closer to the big holiday weekend. But again, not bad news. The conditions are still pretty good out there. Remember, a lot of the resorts have been making snow whenever possible. Made a ton of snow here in the last 48 hours. I know Beach was cranking it out when I was looking at their webcam. So conditions are actually pretty good right now, and this is just kind of the game we play this time of year. Kind of get some warm days, get some cold days, and anytime you can get some natural snow, it helps out. But let's time out a couple more of these fronts, because the end of the season could be amazing if these fronts keep coming. Even if it's warm on the front side, that snow and cold on the backside still can make for great conditions here in the southeast. We got a long ways to go still. Great skiing to be had here in the southeast right through March and maybe early April, depending on the pattern. Have a great week, everybody. I'll post another update coming up later this week as we keep an eye on that Thursday system. Probably going to post on Wednesday to give you an update on that Thursday system, the kind of time out the snow. If you're heading to the mountains this weekend, should be great right now. So if you can, get up there. And as always, thanks snow.